Hi, Kevin Freeman here. I wanted to show you real quickly how to access the early Town Clerk book, Volume 1, which has been recently put on the Town of York website. Special thanks to Lynn Osgood, Yorktown Clerk, and James Kences, Yorktown Historian, for collaborating on this and making this happen. It's just spectacular. So first thing you need to do is go to yorkmaine.org, which is the Town of York's website. Once you get there, you want to go up to Departments, click on Departments, or I'm holding down my mouse right now, and then I'm going to navigate over to Town Clerk Tax Collector. I'm going to go down to the bottom here and click on York Historical Records. Now that brings us over to the first and earliest digitization. If we click on this link right here, we're going to see Volume 1, and recently, just yesterday, James has completed an abstract of earlier abstract of the records. And now what happened is that the record book is kind of in random order, or it's in an order that is very difficult to work with. So Edward Marshall, when he was the town clerk in the 1800s, did an abstract. And that is very useful to refer to the abstract rather than the actual documents. And what James has done, he has taken and he has made an abstract of the Marshall abstract, which might sound a little bit confusing, but I'm going to show it to you in just a second. But first, I'm just going to click on Yorktown Records and take you to see what it looks like. So you come up with a page like this, and I'm just going to jump ahead here because there's a lot of blank pages at the beginning, which we don't really need to see. So I'm just going to pick this one randomly. And right here, you can see what the book looks like. It's all handwritten. Probably, depending on what page you land on, it could be, the clerk could have been Joseph Moody. It might have been Jeremiah Moulton. There was a number of clerks, obviously, back then. And so you'll probably get to see all of the handwriting by a good number of those clerks. And if we move ahead here, this is, I think in all, there's 559 pages that have been scanned. And if we move ahead here, we click another one here. This is just, these are pretty much readable, and they're just amazing. I'm totally excited about this. So I've spent a lot of time just reading these, and I wanted to share these with you just to make sure that you knew that they're accessible and they're here. And then before we leave, I want to take you over to what James has done. And this is the spreadsheet. Let's go back and I'll click on that link so you can see that. Where are we here? Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to click on this link, which will take us to the spreadsheet. But I'm just going to show you the spreadsheet because it's going to download it to your device, and then it's going to ask you to open it up in an Excel or another spreadsheet program. And also down here, I see Kevin Freeman's interview about the digitization of town records is interesting also. So you might want to click on that. But here we go. We're going to go over to the spreadsheet or the abstract. And this is what James has done. He has created this for us to make it much more accessible, to make the book much more accessible and easier to work with. So we can just peruse these names over on this column here, and here's the date, and we can see who has been recipients of land, and it goes from the most current to the very earliest, and the earliest record on this spreadsheet is July 3rd, 1653. The recipient was Edward Starr. He received 3/4 of an acre on the west branch of the York River. And we go to page 14 in Marshall's abstract, which is available at the town hall in the vault. You'll have to ask Lynn if you would like to see it. And then we can go to page 24 in the book that I just showed you that's online, and we can read a further description there. Now, James has a couple of extra columns here, which are very interesting. And one is the genealogical dictionary of Maine and New Hampshire and how these records might be found in there if they are available in that dictionary. And then he's got another column, which is other, which I see he's gone ahead and made some pretty interesting notes that might not be in the clerk's book, but James knew these little facts over here, and so he's added them in. And James has told me that he will be adding to this. So if you have any suggestions or ideas or anything, you can reach out to James, and I'm sure he would like to hear what you have to say. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you how to get to yorkmaine.org. Go to the tax collector town clerk section, and you can find the volume 1 right there. Enjoy.